fear of missing out.
Don't get over enthusiastic in the hen house. You hear me frightening my girls?
Paul O'Grady.
Just want it nice and simple.
On BBC Radio 2.
I once knew somebody who stayed here and they had a bottle of highly expensive suntan cream with the fancy name Facteur 50. Stunk to high heaven. And I slathered the pigs in it. Shocking crackers. Said, I'll buy another one. Still waiting.
Paul O'Grady.
Sunday afternoons from 5 on Radio 2. Or listen now on BBC Sounds.
Kind of part of the BBC Constitution. If we talk about dogs, we have to play a Paul O'Grady trail. Steve Wright in the afternoon is with us in a few minutes with his brilliant show, and DJ Spoonie. Sarah Cox, then at 5, and Gary Davis and Fern Cotton and Ramesh Ranganathan, and then a bit of Glastonbury at 1 o'clock. BBC Radio 2, have a great weekend. Smart speaker, Sounds app, and 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 2 o'clock. This is Adam Porter. Durham Police has said it will not be issuing fixed penalty notices to the Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer and his deputy Angela Rayner for any breach of COVID rules. The force was looking into an event last year when Sir Keir was pictured drinking beer in the office of a Labour MP. Our political correspondent Alex Forsyth says Durham Police has accepted the argument that the gathering was a short break from work during a campaign ahead of the local elections.
They identified 17 participants and their activities at that gathering that took place in April 2021, and they've concluded there's no case to answer. And the reason, they say, is because there was an exemption to the COVID rules at the time, which meant you could get together for work purposes, which, of course, was always Labour's argument. They said, yes, there was a curry, yes, there was a beer drank, but this was on an election campaign trail and work happened around it.
The former Health Secretary Jeremy Hunt is expected to announce a leadership bid to replace Boris Johnson in the coming days. Sources close to Mr Hunt say he's been receiving mounting support from colleagues. So far, the chair of the Foreign Affairs Select Committee, Tom Tugendhat, and the Attorney General, Suella Braverman, are the only two candidates to officially declare their bids. The former Deputy Prime Minister, Damien Green, says he'll be backing Mr Tugendhat.
The country and the party need a fresh start. I think Tom has shown huge leadership qualities, particularly obviously in his service in the army. And I think it would be best if the next leader came from outside, if you like, the leadership group that has been around for the past few months with all the problems.
A man's been jailed for at least 37 years for the murder of Julia James. The police community support officer was found dead with serious head injuries in Ackholt Wood in Kent in April last year. 22-year-old Callum Wheeler was given a life sentence at Canterbury Crown Court. Japan's former leader Shinzo Abe has died after being shot in the neck and back during a campaign rally. He was rushed to hospital, but doctors were unable to save him. Boris Johnson said he would be remembered for his global leadership through uncharted times. A former British ambassador to Japan, Tim Hitchens, says Mr Abe was respected around the world.
We often have revolving door prime ministers in Japan who are in for a year or 2 years. The rest of the world finds it difficult to remember their names and what they look like. He was one of these figures who he had a simple name to remember, some very straightforward ideas. And in particular, I think he was ahead of most of us in understanding the security challenge which a rising China offered us all.
A leaked invoice suggests Boris Johnson's refurbishment of the official Downing Street flat cost more than £200,000. The document, which was obtained by The Independent, shows he ordered items including a rug costing £7,000 and a £3,500 drinks trolley. BBC News, it's 2 minutes past 2.
Thank you, Adam. That was the captain. Cheers, Jeremy. Have a good weekend. Dogs thing, really fascinating. Well, today is Friday, 8th of July. It's a hot one, Virgil. It's 2022, live till 5. It's the big show. Steve Wright in the afternoon. Hello. It's a jogging day. Bit excitable. Too much coffee.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. Now playing everywhere.